you guys, welcome back to my channel. So I am going to be doing a hair tutorial for you guys today. You guys know that we launched the Jagger 3-barrel waver a few weeks ago and it has been doing so well. We sold out within 24 hours, but we just got our restock in. So I wanted to do another tutorial for you. When I did a tutorial the first time, my hair was longer, so I thought this tutorial could focus on how I use it for shorter length hair. I have like a mid-length cut right now, so I thought that would be cool to show you guys. And also I did do like a looser version last time because I don't like my hair to be like super curly or super wavy, but a lot of you wanted to see what it looks like when it's tighter. So I'm gonna be doing that type of tutorial for you today. So if you're interested in watching how I achieve a perfect beach wave using the 3-barrel waver and a curling iron, stay tuned. Okay, so I am going to be taking my hair in different sections. I find with curling hair or waving hair, even straightening hair, I feel like it's better to go in small sections so that you can accurately get every single piece of hair. So I'm going to start on the left side. So I've split my hair into two, and then I'm just gonna take little sections about this width and start waving them. So I set this to 375. It has a bunch of different temperatures, so it's up to you which one you do. And I'm going to clamp right here. And it's important to remember with 3-barrel wavers not to go too high up to the root because you don't want it to be like super kinked right there, and you also don't want to burn yourself. So I just did 2 clamps on that piece, and that's what it looks like. I think that this hairstyle with shorter hair is so cute because it's just like really beachy and effortless. And I said this in my last video with the 3-barrel waver, but I love that with this look you can just go days and it just gets looser each day, so it's like really low maintenance because it gives you a look that can last a while. So I'm just continuing that, and what I'm going to be doing is holding it for about 5 to 10 seconds on each piece, just kind of depending. And then I do leave a little bit out on the ends right here just so that it's not kinked on the ends, it's a little straighter. That's just the look that I like. So I did 3 pieces there, and now I'm gonna take the J wave, which is our 1 1/4 inch curling iron, and I'm gonna do a curl, leaving the ends out. And as I release this, I'm gonna spin it a little bit and release like that. I have the iron set to 340 right here. And kind of mixing those two with like the wave and the curl is gonna give it a really beachy look. And I also like doing that especially around the face because sometimes doing the 3-barrel around the face can look like too much, especially if you have like bangs or like shorter pieces. It's better to curl those and it helps just kind of blend in with the rest of it. So about every 2 or 3 pieces I'll add in the curling iron, but I'm doing most of it with the 3-barrel. And you can totally do all of it with the 3-barrel. It's just my personal preference to do the iron, but it's totally up to you. And in my last tutorial, like I said, it was like a looser wave. So if you guys wanna check that out, I did that video a few weeks ago. It was a looser wave with longer hair, so you guys can see how I achieved that. And then this one will show you how to do it on shorter hair with a tighter wave. But doing the tighter wave like this can also be done on longer hair too. So it's kind of nice because you have options. But the 3-barrel is so popular. I feel like everyone's getting so into it right now, and I love it because it's so cute and so easy to do. Like that took me 2 seconds to do that first layer. Now I'm gonna do my second layer. And if you have extensions like I do, it kind of depends on the length of your natural hair if you wanna clamp your own hair in with the extensions or if you wanna do it separate. But I usually just grab them all together and do my own hair with the extensions. And then on the pieces around my face, I will do those separately without the extensions in them. And like I said, this style does hold really well, so you can sleep on it and it just kind of gets looser throughout the day. But if you want to keep it a little bit tighter and you want it to still last, you can actually braid your hair at night, just 2 loose braids on either side, and it helps that like wave formation stay intact. So you can also do that to keep the look of the wave alive. Sometimes I vary how much hair I leave out at the end. You can see on that piece I left a lot more hair out at the tail, and then on some of them I go a little further down. I never clamp the to the bottom exactly, but kind of giving a variation of how much you leave out is gonna give you that beachy look as well. Okay, and then now that I'm on the piece around my face, I'm going to use the curling iron. Okay, that layer's done. So now I'm gonna do 2 more layers, and this is just because I have extensions. If you don't have extensions, you could just do 1 more layer. So this is the top layer, but I'm going to separate my natural hair from my extensions because on the top layer, I do my natural hair separate. So I'm gonna just pin that away and do all of the extensions that are on the top. When you're doing a style like this one and you divide your hair into 2, make sure you're still getting the hair that's in the back. It's harder to see, so it's easier to miss. So just make sure when you're doing the 2 sections that you really do focus on those pieces back there. I chopped my hair just kind of impulsively a couple of days ago. I've always had long hair. You guys know if you've watched my videos forever that I kind of go back and forth. Sometimes I'll go shorter and it always lasts like a week, and then I change it, and I don't know how long it will last this time, we'll see. But I'm getting married October 8th, so I have about a month and a half until my wedding. And so I was gonna try to just kind of keep it this shorter length before I get new extensions for the wedding. So we're gonna see if we can make it last. But I will say so far, it's been really nice because my baby is at that age where he's just starting to pull on everything and grab everything. And whenever I change his diaper or, do anything with him, he's just pulling on my hair. And so it's really nice because he hasn't been able to do that as much. So I'm a fan so far because of that. So I really am gonna try to keep it this length until the wedding. And then of course for the wedding, I'll go long again. Isn't that the funny thing though, as hairdressers? It's so easy for us to change our hair. And so it's we just wanna do it all the time because we have all the stylists that we work with that can just do it for us. And especially here, it's we have all the hair extensions and it's just so easy to be hey, let's do it. So I'm trying really hard not to, but cutting it was a good way to change it without doing anything too permanent. And I actually didn't even have to cut any of my own hair. I just cut the extensions because my own hair is right here. So it's still shorter than the extensions, which is nice. So I'm gonna do the same thing around the face where I use the curling iron, just curling it away. So perfect, I love it. Okay, so then I'm going to take the top layer of my hair, which is all my natural, and my natural is a little bit shorter. If yours is longer, you can do it a little differently, but since mine's shorter, I wanna work it into the extensions so it doesn't look like my hair in the extensions. I gotta style it so it flows really nice. So towards the back, I'm just gonna do 1 clamp of the waver, but I'm gonna let it go a little sooner than I would have before because I don't want it to be too curly. And then I'm actually gonna do the iron right after. And I'm just gonna kind of work it into my hair. And then I'm gonna do the clamp again. So I'm basically just alternating every other one. So I'm doing the 3-barrel, then the iron, 3-barrel, then the iron. And like I said, when you're doing this, you wanna keep it away from the root, especially on that top layer because it's gonna look funny if you kink it too close. And then these last 2 pieces, I'm gonna do both with the curling iron since they're closer to around my face. And I'm just trying to get a little bend. I'm not trying to get them super curly. Okay, so this is actually one of the most important steps when it comes to a style like this, and that's using texture spray. This is the IGK, it's called Down and Out Dirty Spray. I like this one because it's really intense. It has a lot of grit and a lot of hold, so it's gonna give me that messy texture. There are ones that don't have as much grit, and you can also use one of those too, but a texture spray is gonna be your best friend for anything that's really beachy like this. So what I'm doing is I'm just running it through my hair and I'm taking my fingers and just kind of tossing through it. This is gonna break it up and separate it so that the curls and the waves don't get stuck together. It's gonna make it a little more organic looking. And that's what the texture spray helps do, is it separates it and gives it that flow, which is awesome. And after I do this, sometimes I just like to go through and grab random pieces and like fix anything if needed, whether it's the curling iron or the barrel. And then if you ever feel like you kink your hair too much, because when you're first using a 3-barrel, it's really easy to kink your hair, then you can take a flat iron too and just kind of like go through and fix it and kind of smooth it out. Okay, and then after I'm done with the texture spray, I'm gonna take my regular hairspray and just mist over everything. And if you like extra volume too, you can kind of like back comb your hair and get it a little bit bigger. But that's all I do. So I'm gonna do this side now, and then you guys will be able to see the difference. So there's options for like shorter hair. So you can check those out on our website and take a look at all the brushes we have. We also recently released a new brush. It's called the multi-use brush. I haven't talked about it much, but I should do a tutorial on it because it's amazing. It's a metal bristle brush, and it's awesome for everything, which is why we call it the multi-use, but especially for brushing through your client's hair wet at the bowl. It is a game changer. You can brush your root tap down with it, or just brush the hair out in general. It's really good for brushing out teased hair. It's awesome. To the wedding tonight. So I am wearing a black dress that I got. It's like quarter length sleeves and like a little flowier. I'll post a picture once I change into it. Hey girl, a couple weeks until I see you. So excited. Oh my gosh, I am so excited. I'm counting down the days. It's gonna be so great to finally meet you, because we have watched your videos and everything that you've done to support us for years. So I'm so excited. Let's see. I really need to order it, but waiting for a hair restock because I have a big order. That's smart, because then you only have to pay shipping once. Do you do shadow days? I'm shadowing Stu in November. No way, I'm so excited. If I am here that day, then I'll come out and say hi to you. Yes, I do shadow days. You can email Jessi at JZ Styles, and they can like give you all the info for my shadow costs and what it includes. I'm only doing hair 1 day a month right now, so my shadow days are like limited because it just has to be on one of those days, because no one wants to shadow me on a normal day where I'm just back here in the office. All right. Hi, JZ Styles, hair fan family and me. Oh, thank you so much. Sorry, missed it. Whose wedding are you going to? So I'm going to one of my friend's weddings. She is a client of mine, and she's been our family friend for years, so we're gonna go support her. I'm so excited. All right, you guys, so this is the finished look. I've got this beautiful beachy hair. I love it so much. I will insert some photos that I take too, since it's kind of hard to get like an angle of everything right here. But I hopped on live. You guys saw a few little clips from that, and you guys were so awesome, and it was so fun to talk to you while I did this. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial of how to get a beachy wave. I will link the Jagger 3-barrel iron in the description box below in case you want to grab one for yourself. Definitely recommend it because it's the best hair tool ever. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. Have a good day.